table to come eat and be hungry.
We're taking receipts, and we'll see you at the national championship.
That's just nuts.
We are, in fact, taking receipts. We know that Brian Kelly got fired this past weekend. We did a whole separate video all about that. So
go check it out.
Welcome back to the South End Zone, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tyler, joined always by my friend Chad. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Say what's up, say hello, say how you doing. There were other games this past weekend other than Texas A&M LSU. And so we have our thoughts and feelings about those games. We're going to get right into it and recap it for y'all. So Vanderbilt at home took on Mizzou. And let me tell you something. That game was it was low scoring. It was crazy. It was all this crazy action like in the middle of the field that just like somehow never ended in points. It was like literally all punts in the first quarter. Then it was 2 field goals in the second quarter. And then it was just, once again, all these amazing plays in the middle of the field and then plays getting erased by penalties. And then, unfortunately, the third quarter of that game, you had Bo Perbula getting hurt on a goal line run, gets rolled up on, ankle grabbed, didn't look pretty.
Very bad.
I will say, though, Matt Zollers came in, had a solid game in the back half of that game, went 14 for 23, 138, and a touchdown with a chance to, win the game. And, Diego Pavia did Diego Pavia things. Vanderbilt did Vanderbilt things. Ripped a crazy long 80-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. And then Mizzou threw a Hail Mary that they initially ruled incomplete. And then they were like, no, actually, he caught it, but he was down at the 1-yard line, so the game's over anyway. Sorry, guys. So Vanderbilt gets it done. They still only have 1 loss in the SEC and 1 loss overall. And now Vanderbilt might have just solidified themselves a playoff spot. So we'll have to see where that shakes out. I'm very, very curious. And who knows? Maybe Diego Pavia might have a case for the Heisman. With the stats, I don't know. We'll see. But given what he's doing at Vanderbilt, it's hard to ignore. That's for sure. Moving right along, we had Ole Miss, Oklahoma, which I think this is one of the best wins at Ole Miss in Lane Kiffin's career, in my opinion. And then you go into Norman, right, and it's a dogfight early.
Yep.
They take an early lead, 25-13 in the third quarter, and they give up, boom, back-to-back touchdowns. And you're like, okay, this is the moment where a Lane Kiffin coach team starts to either make mistakes, get too far over the skis, try to do too much, and give the game away. Ole Miss says, no, not today. We're taking care of business. Trinidad Chambliss gets it done. Keywan Lacey gets it done. The Ole Miss defense came to play. That's really what helped them win this game. 3 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, and a safety.
Yep. Safety played huge too.
The fourth
influenced
absolutely. The game. Ole Miss in the fourth quarter goes touchdown, field goal while forcing Oklahoma punt and a turnover on downs. Trinidad Chambliss with the Ole Miss. They were all wearing the all white uniforms, and it all was reminiscent of Tim Tebow, Florida State with the red end zone paint all over. Same thing for Trinidad Chambliss in that bloody jersey. Quote unquote, 24 for 44, 315, 1 touchdown, 12 carries, and 53 yards.
Dude is legit, man.
Dude is legit. Receiving core was getting it done. I thought it was actually nuts where Lane Kiffin decided to go for it on his own 15-yard line, 4th and 3, shotgun snap, up 22-15 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so that was insanity. So they get over that. I don't know. More and more, I think that Lane Kiffin should stay at Ole Miss, but we'll see how it shakes out because money talks.
That's right.
But I think that he's truly, truly building something there. And honestly, chat, I think that Ole Miss just locked themselves up a playoff spot if they win out.
They should win out too. They should, they should at least. They've got a really good shot at. I mean, it's like they've played the tough part of their schedule already,
and it makes you feel better about our win against them last week. That's what I feel.
Really good. I wish I could say the same.
So that's what I feel about.
Yeah.
Bama, South Carolina. This is a very interesting one in Williams-Brice. It was really this South Carolina defense that kind of kept this game within arm's reach for quite a while. It's 2 sacks, 6 TFLs, 2 fumble recoveries. It all started it literally started and ended with a Lenora Sellers turnover.
Yeah.
To screw South Carolina have a chance to win this game. Early, he threw like a check down out to the right, and we went in a Faison's hand.
Rasul Faison just like
most
bobbled it
Alabama
up.
of Alabama moments. Where
Yes.
it's like, and pick six, 15 yards away from the end zone, touchdown. I mean, SC took a 15-14 lead in the third there, and then they
were up 22 to
right,
22
and
to 15.
then they take the field goal to go 15-14, and then they punt, and then it hits Alabama player.
Oh yeah,
they recover.
Yeah,
that's what it was. They recover, and then they take a lead 22-14. Alabama scores and converts a 2-point conversion with 2:16 left.
Right,
and then okay, this is your moment, South Carolina. You get the ball back with like around 2 minutes left, and strip fumble, clear as day on Lenora Sellers.
Yeah,
and Bama got
right before he went down too.
Right, it's literally like as he's going down, guy rips it out backwards, clear as day, absolute fumble.
Yeah.
And Bama does what Bama does and walks it off in the end of the game. Simpson 24-53, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 fumble, a very rare Ty Simpson turnover. Lenora Sellers 18 for 32, 222 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 18 carries, 67 yards, and another touchdown on the ground. I didn't really think that SC had a chance before this game started. And then, the magic of Williams-Brice and everything kind of started to take hold. And you're like, oh shit, like, can they do it? And, of course, steadfast Alabama and Ty Simpson get another win and remain undefeated in conference. And that Florida State loss feels like it never even happened because it practically didn't with the way Florida State has looked as of late. Keeping it pushing, staying in the
another one that
the most
insane that let the game get away from him.
Chad, I was like, Chad had zero faith, by the way, before last week's preview. I was like, Chad, I got a weird feeling about it. It's in Starkville. The Cowbells are gonna be rocking.
Yeah,
it's just a prime time, potential upset spot for Texas. And not only that, but they were straight up getting whooped. The Mississippi State defense was feasting on Arch Manning, and Arch Manning didn't look like he knew what he could even do. They were up 38-21 with 12:20 left in the fourth. They were forced to punt, up 38-31 with less than with 2:04 left in the fourth, and Ryan Niblett housed a 79-yard punt for a touchdown and tie the game. And I'm just like, oh my God, is this really about to happen too? They look so good, and then now you see just drive after drive, they're going backwards, and they're punting, and they're not putting more points on the board, and there's still plenty of time for Texas to score, and they're just touchdown. It was a touchdown, field goal, touchdown, and lo and behold, we're tied. And then Mississippi State still gets the ball with 1:47 left,
right?
With 2 timeouts, uses none of them. And just lets the end of the game run out. I did not understand the clock management in that situation. They could have gotten they were getting down the field and used none of the clock to their advantage.
Right.
They go to OT. Arch gets hurt. It was like a weird hit, it was like ankle. I thought it was his head, but it was his leg. And then Matt Campbell, best stat line of the game, 1 for 1, 10 yards and a touchdown. Throws a ball to the pylon, touchdown, and Mississippi State. That overtime period for them on offense was so unfortunate to watch. They just kept going back.
Shout out to Brandon Walker for suffering
through that. Dude,
oh gosh, I felt so bad.
Was like, yeah, Brandon Walker. If that was me, you'd have to put me on a list. That was just bad. That was so. That was horrible. Arch 29 for 46, 346, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ryan Wingo, I said it preseason, he was going to be one of the keys to the Texas receiving core. 5 catches, 184 yards. And Blake Shapen, still 26 for 42, 381 and 4 touchdowns. So definitely a good stat line. And just they scored all their points, and then there was still 12 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
It just was too much time left. It just kind of how it shook out. It was kind of not the best slate in the world this past weekend, but there were some other games around. BYU still undefeated. BYU still undefeated. Could absolutely win the Big 12. is now in the driver's seat to be in the Big 12 championship if they keep it up. And funny enough, this game was 27-27 going into the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
And it went Bear Bachmeyer touchdown pass, followed by pick six, 41-27. And thanks for coming. Bear Bachmeyer, 25 for 35, 307, 2 touchdowns, and then 12 carries for 49 yards and 1 touchdown. Rocco Beck, you're never going to win when you throw 3 picks. It's just bottom line. The Memphis USF game was a great, amazing game, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Very back and forth the whole way. Super, super, super fun. USF was up 31-17 going into the fourth. Memphis goes touchdown, force USF punt. Field goal, force USF punt. Touchdown. And then USF had a chance for a long field goal at the end of the game to send it to overtime. Pulls it, doesn't go through. Byron Brown, 26 for 43, 269 at a touchdown, 1 interception, and then 21 carries for another 121 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Brandon Lewis, quarterback from Memphis, 27 for 44, 307, and 2 touchdowns. Awesome game. So now another question is who's going to represent a group of 5 in the playoff? We'll have to see. I'm excited to see how that shakes out. Last one, Houston, Arizona State. I was said that, okay, well, if Arizona State can beat Texas Tech, then they can beat Houston because Houston hasn't really beaten anybody. Connor Wegman, they just plugged along. They did their own thing regardless of what Arizona State was doing. Houston literally just owned them for pretty much the entire game. It was very systematic, very, very intentional execution on Houston's part. ASU didn't score any points until the fourth quarter. They had 2 missed field goals and a touchdown called back for illegal motion. So there was like 6 or 9 points essentially left off the board on Arizona State's part. They also, of course, after I made that declaration that Arizona State would win this game, a few hours after that video went up, Jordan Tyson was ruled out. So that's super awesome. But, you live and you learn. Houston, but nothing changes the fact that Houston controlled time of possession 37-02 to 22-58. In that game, Connor Wegman took care of business, 17 for 22, 201, a touchdown, and then another 21 carries for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Sam Levitt goes for 18 for 35, 270, and a touchdown.
So I got a question for you, Tyler. What was the score of this game?
24-16.
And who won the game?
Oh. Listen.
It's all good, man. I got you.
It looks like I still want it to happen.
I needed to let you finish.
I was reading my notes.
Wanted to say it while it was still on there, but yes, this is the actual
that is the actual score. Yeah. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Producer Scott.
We got you. Yeah. That's my fault. I put too much on you this week.
And that really wraps.
Too busy writing a eulogy.
It's okay. Chad, do you have anything for the slate of college football for anybody?
No, just that this was a week of these teams, and it was kind of interesting because it ended up being a common theme that carried over into the LSU game where you had home teams with an opportunity to pull off an upset and failing to do so, LSU in the most spectacular way. But again, like we've talked about this before, it's almost like it becomes the sort of thing that it's better. Like I would rather things happen the way that they did to let the Band-Aid just get ripped off. And so I don't know about some of the other, Mississippi State. Jeff Lebby's he's building something there. I do wonder about like Shane Beamer with South Carolina. This was supposed to be a year for them, and they're well on their way to like a 1-7 conference finish. They got to be really careful because their schedule doesn't get any easier. And Oklahoma is just like they're one more loss away from being bounced out of that playoff picture. And John Mateer still doesn't look like he's 100%. But that's all I got. And
well, we appreciate y'all stopping by. There was this is at heart. Every state has a south end zone, but this is rooted in LSU and Georgia. So Brian Kelly's situation took precedent this week, but it was still a great weekend of college football. We appreciate y'all for stopping by. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. For me and for Chad, this has been the South End Zone. We'll see y'all later this week. Have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen. intent was to eat. Our intent was to come eat and be hungry.
We're taking receipts, and we'll see you at the national championship.